Evolve your game and get a $100 bonus. Sign up now at TVG.com.
Welcome to a Kentucky Derby edition of the Morning Line. A field of 20 looking to go to the post on Saturday in the run for the Roses. Tom Cassidy, Dave Weaver will be talking about each of the 20 horses from post positions 1 through 20 right here on the Morning Line. And it all starts right now. Everybody, and good afternoon out there on the East Coast. Good morning out here on the West Coast. Tom Cassidy, Dave Weaver. Dave, earlier this morning it was reported some breaking news about one of the Derby contenders, your second choice on the Morning Line in the Derby, will not be going to the post. Yeah, we found out that Hoppertunity has a bruised left front foot that is going to force him out of the Kentucky Derby. Bob Baffert is going to send him to Lexington to get examined. He's hoping that it's just that, a bruise that they can tend to quickly and put him back on pace to be in the Preakness Stakes. But right now, we do know that he will not be going in the Kentucky Derby on Saturday. And now, Pablo Del Monte, who is entered as the also eligible number 21, does draw in. Will go from post position 20 if he does go. Our own Joaquin Jaime talked to Wesley Ward earlier this morning, and Connections, Wesley Ward owns 25% of Pablo Del Monte, along with Coolmore Connections, who owns 75%, and Connections still trying to decide whether or not to run for the Roses from that tough post outside in the full field.
It's a tough spot, post number 20, which means that Wicked Strong, who was originally going to be number 20, gets to move in 1 to post position number 19. Don't forget to get money into your TVG accounts early so you can get down on the Kentucky Derby on Saturday. And we've been talking about it all week. We were going to give you one horse that you can wager on 1 hour tomorrow from noon to 1 Eastern and 9 to 10 a.m. on the West Coast that you can get an odds boost on. And look who it is, California Chrome. You can get locked in at 4-1. He's 5-2 on the Morning Line. We're going to give you 4-1 at TVG.com, 4NJBets.com, and PABets.com.
Now that is advanced wagers only, and for 1 hour, Friday, noon to 1 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Pacific Time out here on the West Coast. And once you're logged into your account and you place that wager, if you like California Chrome and you want that 4-1, you can also be sure to check out our Kentucky Derby Toolkit. All you need to know to play the races this weekend at Churchill Downs for all the stakes action signed up.
Only TVG members can get the TVG Toolkit. $2 million on the line, and it's the biggest race in the world for 3-year-olds. Talking about the Kentucky Derby. We're about 2 days and 6 hours away from the Kentucky Derby. Many years it rains on Oaks Day and on Derby Day. That does not look to be the case this year. If it does rain, 10% chance on both days, it's going to be a very, very light amount, probably less than 1/10 of an inch. So it's not going to affect track conditions. We should have a fast track for the Kentucky Derby.
Expecting fast and firm conditions for the weekend there in Louisville, Kentucky. Once again, we are expecting a field of 20 if Pablo Del Monte does go. If not, we'll have a field of 19. But let's take a look at the first page of odds. Now, California Chrome was 5-2 on the Morning Line, set yesterday by Mike Battaglia. Still your 5-2 favorite on the adjusted Morning Line. But now Danza drops from 10-1 to 8-1 there in post 4 with Jersey Joe Bravo.
And how about Mike Maker? I mean, he gets the 1 and the 2 post with 2 of the 3 horses. He did a little bit better with General A-Rod, who's going to come towards more of the middle part of the racetrack, post position number 8. And let's take a look at some of the horses that could have been in the starting gate but will not be, whether it be, you know, Hoppertunity from this morning or a horse like Shared Belief, who was dominant at the age of 2 and never made it to the races as a 3-year-old yet.
And Cairo Prince was on top of many Derby top 10 lists. Constitution was expected to be a big contender in the Derby. And then, of course, you see Havana, Honor Code, New Year's Day, Shared Belief, as you mentioned, Hoppertunity this morning, and Top Billing not going to the Derby. Now, here's the highest priced Derby favorites. Here are the highest Derby priced favorites. But Dave, I don't think we're going to be seeing...
no, not this year.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be seeing California Chrome on that list. He's probably going to be a lot less than that 9-2 there you see on the entry back in '99.
Well, the shortest favorite we've seen since 2001 was 9-5. I don't think we're going to get into the 9-5 territory. I think 2-1 maybe right at the morning line of 5 to 2 is what you would end up getting on California Chrome. But remember, with the TVG odds boost tomorrow for that 1 hour, you can get 4 to 1.
Now, Dave, in most things, experience is necessary. But winning the Kentucky Derby, experience not really all that needed, as we take a look at all the trainers in the last 14 years who have won the Derby without having a runner in a prior run for the Roses.
Yeah, 7 out of those last 13 years have been won by a trainer that had never been in the Derby. So half of those runnings have been accomplished with that feat. And this year, we've got a good number of trainers that are making their first Derby attempt, including Art Sherman. He's been there before as a kid with Swaps in 1955 when he was the exercise rider for that horse, but he's never had one as a trainer. The 77-year-old Art Sherman looking to win the Kentucky Derby.
We are going to head to a break here on the morning line, and when we come back, we start our discussion of the field set to go for Saturday. We'll start with Post 1, Vickers in Trouble, right after the break.